Hey guys, Diego Gonzalez here from Legal Fitness. For a while now, I wanted to go ahead and compile a series of videos to kind of walk through some of my favorite bodyweight workouts. Today, we're going to focus just on legs. For those of you that are just starting out, these are going to kind of help you get a little bit more familiar with the workouts, hopefully answer some of the questions you might have. For those of you that are a little bit more experienced, are starting to get to the gym, but probably have some questions or some doubts, hopefully these clarify them. That way you can perform the workouts properly. Since you're not using any equipment for these workouts, the way that you can make each workout a little bit more difficult or a little bit more challenging is to add a couple more reps to each set. The first workout for today is going to be the assisted beam squat. Beam or door frame, whichever one you have accessible to you. This is going to help you kind of get those hip joints a little bit more flexible, making sure that you get the most out of your squats. This is useful for a good warm-up, or if you just have super tight hip flexors. This is going to help you kind of get all the way to the bottom without compromising your position or your form when it comes to your squats. When it comes to squats, I have 3 different types. The first one is going to be your narrow squat. Go ahead and place both feet close together, as close as you can comfortably. When you go ahead and perform your squat, go ahead and lower carefully, controlled, don't just drop down. Make sure that your chest stays high, glutes and quads are engaged. Go as low as you comfortably can, hold for a second, and come right back up, pressing through the heels. Second, we have your regular squat. Your regular is usually performed more or less hip width, a little bit wider if you're a little bit more comfortable with that. Same way, you're going to go down as far as you can comfortably, hold for a second, press through the heels, and come back up while keeping your chest down. And last but not least, we have your sumo squats or wide squats. These are a little bit more complicated. Go ahead and go a little wider than shoulder width. Then you're going to go ahead and perform the squat. While you perform the squat, make sure that your knees are tracking with your ankles. We don't want any misalignment causing tension on the kneecaps or ankles. Keep your chest high, lower your body as much as you can, hold for a second, press through the heels, and come right back up. Elevated heel squats are also a different option of squats you can use to kind of go through your squat motion. If the regular squat motion feels uncomfortable, go ahead and have a little platform surface, an inch or 2 off the ground, place it on the floor, place your heels on top of the surface, and then perform your squats. For lunges, you can do these walking, moving, forward, backward, or static. Today we're going to focus on the static. There's 2 different types of lunges. They both look the same. Mild tweaks here and there help emphasize, create a little more tightness where you need it or where you want to work out. First one is going to be targeting your quads. Your chest is going to be a little higher. You're going to be moving more of in a straight line, up and down like an elevator, making sure that you have enough space between your front foot and your back foot. We don't want the legs to be too close together, therefore creating a triangle. You want to have more or less of a rectangle or square shape between the front foot and the back foot. Once you lower, controlled, you can go ahead and tap your knees slightly on the floor if you have something cushioned like a mat or some rubber flooring. If you're doing this in your kitchen or in your living room and you have something a little harder like cement or laminate, go ahead and go as low as you can without tapping the floor and then coming back up. Secondly, we have a different variation of the lunge where you are leaning forward a little bit. This motion is going to be more forward-backward, getting a little bit more activation of the glutes and the quad. Elevated step-ups are another option, kind of sort of like lunges, where you can work on each leg individually. Because you're on an elevated surface, it's going to be a little bit more challenging. Your foot's going to be a little further off the floor, and therefore engaging a little bit more of the quad. Perform each set with both legs before continuing on your next set. For this, you can use the first step of your stairway. The curb on the side of the street is just enough to give you a little bit of an elevation on the front foot. Well, you place the foot firmly on the platform, you lower as far as you comfortably can, keeping tension on the leg while you're doing it. Get to a deep stretch, hold that stretch for a second or two, and then come back up, pressing with that foot that is on top of the surface. Make sure that your foot is stable on the surface before you start the workout to ensure that the surface you're pushing on isn't going to wobble. To perform an RDL, go ahead and grab something, whether it be a shirt or a towel. Hold the shoulder width apart. Keep that tension on your back. That way your shoulders don't slouch forward. Start lowering the chest. Once you get it to like a 10-degree angle, go ahead and push your hips back as far as you can without losing balance. Once you get to a certain spot, you should feel the tension on your hamstrings and glutes. Once you get as far down as you comfortably can, go ahead and perform the reverse movement. If the towel or shirt starts drifting forward past your toes, you're performing more of a back extension. This is also a different workout that can be good for your back, but not necessarily what we're looking for the RDL. Lastly, we have your deadlifts. Deadlifts are used for different types of sports. They do target your hamstring and glutes a little less than the RDLs for me personally, but they're also a good workout to have in your back pocket. To perform this workout, you're going to go ahead and, again, reach over to your shirt or towel, grab it shoulder width apart, a little wider if your shoulders are a little tight. Go ahead and reach down in front of you, perform a squat, and reverse the action. The deadlift is usually a combination of majority a deadlift with a little bit of a squat motion at the end. So go ahead and grab the towel or shirt, hold it in front of you. Go ahead and bend forward slightly, start the deadlift, and then at the end, form a little squat. To come back up, go ahead and press through the heels, push your hips forward, and straighten out your back. Well, that's it for my leg workouts that you can do at home without any equipment. If you found this video helpful, please go ahead and like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Hopefully you found this a little bit knowledgeable. If you have any further questions, please feel free to leave a comment at the bottom in the comment section. If you want to get in contact with me and get an appointment set up, please go to my website, eaglefitness.com, and schedule it that way. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay healthy. Take care.